Hi everybody, welcome to TurkTalk on footballpros.com. We're going to get into some greaseboard talk, a little bit about coverages today. You guys have been inquiring about, wanting to know some things about the coverage, and this is a good place to start because everybody starts coverages with man coverage. And today we're going to talk about middle field closed man, one high man, single high man. You'll hear different people talk differently about it. Everyone's got their own language in football. They call coverages, concepts, all different kinds of things. And when the commentators are talking about it during the action, we'd like to know what they're talking about. And some of them will be using different terms. So I'm going to try and help you out with some of the terminology. I'm going to use mine, and I'll try and let you know if there are other, like the West Coast terminology and those kinds of things what people use. I'll use some of that as well. So you might hear it on game day on the telecast. But we're going to talk about one cop, one dog, one blitz. It's all man coverage, middle field's closed or with a single high safety, and why the quarterback needs to know, or the wide receivers or the tight end or the running backs, why do they need to know? It's just man coverage, right? Sounds easy, but I'm going to show you why they need to know whether it's cop, dog, or blitz. When you talk about one cop, you're telling the quarterback there's a four-man rush and there's an extra linebacker somewhere in the middle. And it all depends on the flow of the running backs. This play that I've drawn up, it's a concept that I call drive. Bill Walsh used it way back in the Stanford days when he coached me. It's a West Coast terminology. It's carried through over the years. Some people have changed it a little bit, tweaked it a little bit. But it's basically a crossing route concept, very good against man coverage. And I'll show you why a lot of teams use cop as opposed to dog. Cop says those three are responsible to cover those two. And the one that doesn't have responsibility is going to be free to help on crossing routes coming across. So the corners, they've got the receivers. The strong safety has the tight end. And then those three are on those two. So if the offense runs drive, here's the protection. It's a play action pass. The split end, X, denoted by the X, he's going to run a 15-yard comeback. In the West Coast, it could be an 18-yard comeback, could be a different route, but you could put X on basically any route you want. I like the 15-yard comeback because it's easier for this guy to run, and it gets the ball out of the quarterback's hands a lot quicker as opposed to going 18 yards. So first read, right there, single coverage. The quarterback drops back and likes it. He throws the comeback. Sometimes if you get press right here, that's a tough route to throw against good press coverage. So the quarterback would take a look, see if the receiver wins, but he's probably going to come inside to the crossing route. The tight end, he's going to release up the field and run a crossing route. The strong safety has the tight end man-to-man. He's going to mirror the tight end, but he's going to sit on the outside shoulder of the tight end. Why? Because he's got inside help with the free safety. He wants to funnel that tight end. If the tight end goes vertical, he wants to funnel him to the free safety. So that's why he's going to sit outside and try and maintain outside leverage. But he's covering him. The Z, who's covered by the corner, he's going to come up and use the Y as a shield, a screen, and a pick, and come underneath and run a shallow cross across the field. Now, if it were zone, these guys would have options to sit down in the zone. But we're talking about man coverage, so they're going to stay on the move. The strong backer, that's the Sam. The Mike, that's the middle linebacker. And the Will is the weak linebacker. They're going to take however these guys unfold. Well, both of them are going strong. Both backs are going to the strong side. So the Sam linebacker is going to take one. The Mike linebacker is going to take the other one. And the free guy is going to be the Will linebacker. So he is he's a spy player. So when Z comes across, you might pick the corner, and now he's got quick leverage, but this guy's waiting over here to either make a big hit if you throw it to him or pick it off or cover him across the field. So the quarterback's got to know one cop. There's an extra guy in there. If he knows both backs are going strong, it's the Will linebacker. If both backs split, one goes one side and the other one goes the other side, then the Sam and the Will have coverage. The Mike will be the free cop player inside. If both of them went to the weak side, then the Mike and the Will have coverage, and now the Sam linebacker would be the free cop guy. So the quarterback has to know how his backs flow, whether it's split flow, weak flow, or strong flow. This is strong flow right here. So the Will's free. So when the quarterback drops back, he's going to look out here first. He doesn't like it. Now his eyes come back inside. Do we have a pick? He's got to understand that he's got to wait for that flanker, or Z, to beat that Will linebacker. So he's got to set him up. This guy's going to be looking to wall him off. He's got to come up, jump up, and then get underneath him. He's got to freeze him by coming underneath, get whatever, and go over the top. But however he can get by that guy, he's got to try and get by him. If the Will linebacker grabs him or holds him up or jams him, now the quarterback goes to the Y, the tight end. He's got outside leverage technique by the strong safety. So when he pushes up and breaks across, that guy's already sitting outside of him. We're going to pull the corner and the Will. These guys are running out because they've got coverage, so they're not going to be there. They'll pull the Will out of there. Now it opens up the middle of the field for the tight end. So that's a good concept, the drive concept against man coverage, and the quarterback just has to know if it's cop or if it's dog. And what does dog mean? Dog to me means a linebacker is coming. He's going to dog. So he might line up on the end of the line of scrimmage, and he is going to rush. Now the quarterback knows there's no extra guy. It's a 5-man rush. So I can get back, and if I don't like this right now, I can look to get this flanker the ball a little bit quicker. So if we get this pick, he comes up and he mirrors him and jumps underneath and make that corner go over the top. That's what the tight end's trying to do. Run your route, but you want to force this corner over the top. As soon as he has to run over the top, you've got leverage right there. You've got a step or two. Now the quarterback can look to get him the ball right over the ball in that area a lot quicker. He can get back on a 7 quick, and as soon as that back foot hits, pop him the ball real quick, let him turn up and run. So cop and dog, the quarterback knows one of them, I got to wait for him to clear the backside linebacker. The other one, I can get it to him quickly. And he's got to understand that as well. Cop, he's got to be looking. If they all run out, and the way you tell receivers, if linebackers are running this way, it's man coverage. If they're dropping back this way, then it's zone. That's kind of how you teach wide receivers how to read man and zone. So with that guy running out and that guy running out, he knows it's man. Now when he sees that guy sitting over there, he's got to understand cop, as opposed to when there's nobody over there, it's just all green grass over there. Then he's going to keep on going and expect the ball a little bit quicker. All one blitz is, it just means that the strong safety's coming. Somebody in the secondary, that's what blitz means, is coming. And all these 3 linebackers right here would be in coverage on the tight end and the 2 backs. But it would be a 5-man rush as well. So dog and blitz, 5-man rush. Cop is a 4-man rush, and it tells a linebacker or tells everybody on the offensive side there is a free guy in the middle, and I got to be alert to that guy right there. So that's what the quarterback has to know when you say middle field closed or 1 high, man coverage, and all the different details to it in understanding what the defense is trying to do to the offense. That'll do it for this session. Next session we'll get to the cover 2, or a middle of the field open, a mofo coverage, as Clem likes to say, and we'll talk about that our next session.